What up, gang?
It better be another glass over there because ain't no way I'm opening up a door with a whole bunch of wild pack of animals.
What's up? What's up? Not deep like that. What's up? What's up?
What did I just record?
It looked like maybe a helicopter or a drone or something with some fireworks under it. I'm not for sure. What's that other black thing up there spiraling down? I don't know. Y'all leave your thoughts in the comments.
Scammers are now using artificial intelligence to mimic the sound of your children? Come right back to this. This world is honestly starting to get terrifying. Day by day, technology and AI is really starting to be a hazard to our lives. Like fraudsters using AI to mimic voices of our children. Can you imagine getting a call from your child crying and screaming? And it turned out not to be them? Right after I saw this article, I called my children in here and said, hey, we need a code word. Can y'all believe we need a code word to speak on the phone? It only takes the AI 3 seconds of hearing your children's voice through any app that's spying on them. And from that 3 second, they can literally uphold a 5-minute conversation with you and you would never even know. Make sure you tell your children that y'all need code words. I know how ridiculous this sounds. It's insane, but it's not all. These scammers and these hackers are now hacking vacuums. It literally chased people around, yelling at them, calling them bad names, y'all. Make sure y'all put out a warning because that happened to them and she believed it was her daughter. The only way you would not fall for this is if you knew it was capable. So definitely get the word out. And back to this, we literally have retail AI androids. This world is not safe, y'all. We all saw the movie. And at the same exact time today, I saw they made another kind of AI to do certain things I cannot say on here. Beware, artificial general intelligence in these AI droids will be the end of us.
I don't know what
Check
I'll
out
do if
this
my
acoustic
vacuum ran at
levitation
me.
by this Vato doctor. David Deek. Frequency is cool as hell. It's a measured point of vibration or energy just like my tongue. Everything has that resonance frequency. Sound even has history to Hitler's weird-ass era. They used sound vibration to move the rock stock. This is how they built the pyramids back in the gap. Smart-ass people figured out how to use sound to levitate objects to match the frequency control of the object, just like our voices and thoughts have vibrations. I bet you didn't know that. Here's water levitating with sound. You still don't think the music you listen to matters. Your voice has vibrations, so words you speak affect frequency. Water responds to frequencies, and our nasty-ass bodies are like 65 to 75% water. Something like that, but you still don't think sounds affect us and everything everywhere.
Physicists have invented a machine that generates sound waves which only travel in one direction, which is completely backwards to how we understand sound waves working. A lot of people think of sound waves as coming out of your mouth toward whatever you're talking at or from a thing to you, but the reality of a sound wave is it's actually a spherical percussion, a ripple through the air that comes out and goes in all directions, but different intensities. To give a little example of this, this one on the left is a more accurate representation of a sound wave. But by the time it's far away and hits us, it feels pretty straight on. It feels a little bit more flat. We don't necessarily sense that spherical sound wave. And here is the machine itself that manages to send sound only in one direction. It's a really interesting device that requires a circulator to have a perfect non-reciprocal transmission to where the wave goes in one side and then only comes out whatever side the scientists want. Whereas in any other scenario, I know this image resolution is like so low here. This is just what the article has. Typically a sound wave would go in, hit this wall, split, bounce around, and come out both sides, but they found a perfect set of conditions to make sound go only one direction or another, just like as you can see here in this little image that they have for the article. The example they give is, imagine three people huddled in a circle so that when one person speaks, only one other person hears them and the other one can't hear them at all. And they made
imagine a whole bunch of shit talking to be going on in front of people.
a sound wave that a machine that ensures that sound waves ripple in only one direction. This was invented in Zurich, and I'm going to try my best to kind of explain this. The article does it pretty good here, saying the trick is to blow swirling air into the cavity at a specific speed and intensity, which allows the sound waves to synchronize in a repeating pattern. That not only guides the sound waves in a single direction, but gives more energy to those oscillations so that they don't dissipate. It's kind of like a roundabout for sound, as they've described it. And this doesn't seem like really hype or exciting, but scientists think that this could inform the design of future communication technologies. New metamaterials could help this, and this quote right here is really the meat of the article, saying this concept of loss compensated non-reciprocal wave propagation is, in our view, an important result that can be transferred to other systems because sound waves typically are reciprocal of light waves, water waves, waves through solid objects. Waves in general tend to behave the same no matter what the medium is. So if we have developed a way to send one set of waves, we'll call it energy, only in one direction, or to redirect it using certain conditions and oscillations and air densities and whatever, then there's no reason we couldn't do that for almost any other waveform. And there's some much more fascinating ones out there aside from sound. So this does have application beyond communication, just in other fields of science, and I found it to be very fun.
So we all know that spray-on shoe shit from Clyde with a chance of meatball? Yeah. They created that shit in real life. They done bought my nigga Flim Flop Wood invention in real life. Y'all remember that part where he put his shoes on? Yeah. And it makes it invincible. Watch as his shoe spray gets sprayed on this flexible cup, and now it is invincible. Now, how can I acquire this? Something that can make a can so strong that a car running it over cannot bust it. Or something that is as flexible as an egg now gets sprayed with the Flim Flop Wood invention and becomes invincible. And for those who don't know what I'm talking about, y'all remember when he spray canned his shoes on and it turned his toes into invincibility clobber knockers? And all I'm gonna say is y'all stop y'all ass right there with taking his inventions. I don't think that we got enough big back ends to clean up the food skyscrapers if they do. But y'all let me know what y'all think about them making Flim Flop Wood's shoe spray in real life.
What y'all think about that? You can do a lot of stuff with that. Imagine putting those on your hands and hitting somebody, or even spraying shoes on. But I don't know, those chemicals will soak up in your stream. Who knows the side effects that'll cause? But leave your thoughts in the comments.
A giant cave has just been found on the moon. Should we be excited or worried? The underground cave has been found in the Sea of Tranquility. That's the 500-mile-wide basin where Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin became the first astronauts to walk on the moon 55 years ago. And for almost as long, scientists have suspected that there were tunnels on the moon, but they had never discovered an opening to any of them. This was found because of NASA's Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter, which was surveying the moon, and it allowed scientists from the University of Trento in Italy to create a 3D model of the cave. Now, here's the issue. They have no idea how it got there. The craziest part of all this is that NASA is saying it would be a great place to put a base in the future, or a nice place for humans to live. Quote, provided there are no aliens inside. The theory they seem to be running with is that it's a lava tube. Earth has tons of them. Earlier this year, scientists even discovered evidence of humans living in a lava tube 7,000 years ago. Now follow me here. There's a ton of theories that say the moon was placed here, that it's artificial. And now we have a place that aliens could have been living inside of it. Why were they there? Are they watching us? Are they still watching us? Where did they go if there's nothing in there now? Mars, same thing. There's a lot of theories about subterranean dwellings there because everything's been covered over, through time. Well, what do you think about this? Should we examine these caves? What do you think we'll find in them? Is it all much ado about nothing? Let me know.
Hey guys, many of you want to know, who are these beings that we're interacting with, right? Humans are currently interacting with a multitude of beings and forces that span across several dimensions and realms. There is no singular answer to this, because reality is this complex tapestry of influences. So humans are interacting with interdimensional beings, meaning ones that are moved between dimensions, of existence. Some are higher, some are lower. They can manifest in various forms and influence human consciousness, orbs, things like that. Through subtle energy changes, we are experiencing extra-dimensional beings. These entities that exist outside your known dimensions. Blue avians occasionally breach the limits of your perception, influencing major shifts in collective experiences. We're also experiencing ancient Atlantean technology. This still exists. It's hidden in forms and sometimes accessed through portals or forgotten knowledge. But there are humans who are interacting with this technology and can tap into its advanced energy systems. So who's controlling it? One knows. But it can be misinterpreted as magic or alien phenomena. We're also interacting with the dead. Humans are in contact with souls that have passed beyond the physical plane, and they exist here at the same time. Literally, just like blankets, like Senate said. They reside in different vibrational frequencies, and they can interact through mediums or heightened states of consciousness, I guess, okay? The Anunnaki, they are still influencing human genetics behavior from afar. There are remnants of their energy and their technology are embedded in certain bloodlines here on Earth, okay? But again, nothing to worry about. The Greys. These extraterrestrial beings are involved in hybridization programs and direct genetic experiments. They frequently present in abduction scenarios, such as Whitley Strieber's, and complex extraterrestrial situations. There's also a future version of humans. So what you perceive as time travelers or future humans are interacting with your present moment, guiding and influencing events to steer certain outcomes. Lastly, the worst is various factions within your global government, particularly those connected to covert operations that have been reverse engineering crafts and technologies obtained from extraterrestrial sources. Now, this has been ongoing for decades as your government tries to get a technological gain, I guess, on what they've uncovered. They use these black budget projects, we all know this, to fund these endeavors, so it's hidden, right? And these crafts are not just of extraterrestrial origin, but they're from ancient civilizations such as Atlantis and even interdimensional sources, like I said, ones that are from entirely other matrices. And extracting information from these crafts allows advancements in propulsion, energy manipulation, and even consciousness control, which is what I'm getting to. But regarding abductions, some governments are in collaboration with certain extraterrestrial groups because we've polluted their energy, not because of that. And they've been conducting abduction programs. In many cases, these are performed using advanced technology that implants a false screen memory that's designed to hide the true nature of this encounter, right? This technology allows the person to believe that they've experienced something unusual, or that they've experienced something mundane, right? Something that doesn't really show you the deeper agenda behind it. But all of these influences are interacting simultaneously with us at the same time. So weaving into what you experience as a reality. Each group has its own agenda, and many of them use humans as catalysts for broader cosmic shifts. So for the most part, this is benevolent. It is benevolent entirely in my understanding, but there's layers to it, right? And some of these programs are designed for genetic experiments or hybridization. Those ones particularly are involving some of the groups of Greys, but others are geared towards tracking, manipulating human consciousness for deeper psychological research, etc. And they use screen memories. My daughter's talked about this, where they literally take something and implant you. You're not being abducted. And so this caused a lot of people to be confused when they attempt to recall their memories, because you can't go into trance and recall it because it's not there. So this is why Chris Bledsoe and others are experiencing the Hathors right now, because the divine feminine has come back to clean things up and to give us our power back. No offense to you men out there, I love you dearly, but you guys have made a mess of things the last couple of decades. So the divine feminine is coming back to take her power, and you will stand beside us, and we will do this together. It's not us versus you at all. It's we're going to do this together. But fortunately, this time we're going to so-called be leading the show, because you guys tried it. We tried it that way. It didn't work out. So that's what the Hathors are coming to reveal to people. And the lady, and a lot of you probably have understood that a lot of these people that we're interacting with are feminine in nature, these terrestrial, interdimensional, etc., etc., etc. And that's on purpose. Okay? So just know you're always safe and sovereign, and there's nothing to fear, because all of this is actually designed to help us. I know it sounds really strange, but it is designed to help us.
Yo, the sky is red, yo. I'm in Jersey. That's a lie. Yo, the sky is red. I'm in Jersey. Yo, I'm about to put my sneaks on. Yo, look at this. Yo, the world is ending. Jesus is coming. Jesus is coming. Jesus is coming. Oh, and look, this side is regular. You see? Yo, I don't know what's going on, but somebody please explain. Drop something in the comments. I don't know what's going on. It's crazy. Yo, the sky is red, yo. I'm in Jersey. That's a lie. Yo, the sky is red. I'm in Jersey. Yo, I'm about to put my sneaks on. Yo, look at this. Yo, the world is ending. Jesus is coming. Jesus is coming. Jesus is coming.
No, I ain't tripping. There's 2 moons. Why are there 2 moons? That's unreal. Wow, baby, you.
Y'all think that could just be a reflection in the window or something?
Not happening to see you.
And it looks like the activities are ramping up on the planet, y'all. I told y'all these geomagnetic storms were going to bring different things, and this was seen here in South Africa. 2 suns in the sky. Look at that, y'all. These things were literally photographed, like literally dancing and rotating around one another, y'all. Look at this. Look at y'all see that? Those are clouds that they're literally like sitting on. Y'all see that? Here they go over here rotating again. Look at this. And here they are. Look, they're rotating, like they're dancing, like the dueling dragons. Y'all see that on the clouds? Now this was taken in the UK. 2 suns in the UK, y'all. Look at this. Look at this, y'all. Look at this one over here, y'all. It looks like the Eye of Horus. Y'all see that? Looks just like the Eye of Horus. Look at this angel carrying the sun. This is in Italy, y'all. She's carrying the sun, and look at her face. She looks angry, y'all. The sun is angry. Not only are people seeing 2 suns in the skies, but once again, people are seeing 2 moons in the sky. This is in Washington, D.C. Like, how is this full? And this is a half. Y'all see that? And it looked like there's something right there. Here's a closer look. Look at that, y'all. That shit look crazy. It looks ominous. Here's another angle of it, and that's the lens flare down here, just to prove to you this is 2 moons right here. Now take a look at this one. This one right here was recorded in Austin, Texas. Notice how it switched positions. This is the same night, y'all. The girl thought she was tripping. Check this out.
Are y'all seeing this? That's the moon. I thought that was my astigmatism. Oh, what the hell?
Have anybody else been saying this? Like, what's going on with the moon, y'all? They did say something about like an asteroid coming in, gonna be orbiting us for 2 months. Leave your thoughts in the comments.
It's the other way, y'all.
I thought maybe, just maybe, it was because of the light in the background, but no, you can still see it.
2 moons.
Right?
It looks like a cross, y'all. Look at that. From here on out, things are only going to get more interesting, y'all. I've been telling y'all, this energy is ramping up. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, y'all. Let's get this shift. Peace out.
More and more people are starting to see these kinds of holographic or just anomalies in the sky. Another example would be this. Now, a lot of people in the comments are saying, oh, this is a part of Project Bluebeam, which I don't doubt. I've said this before and I will say it again. If Project Bluebeam is a real thing, which at this point I'm entertaining, the goal of that is to make people believe that the apparitions in the sky, the UFOs, these aircrafts, are actually alien and from alien overlords. But what the flip side of that is, and what the whole conspiracy of that is, it's actually government-based technology. And they're trying to make you, the masses, believe that it's from out of this world. So you relinquish your power because they will tell you, we don't know what to do. Oh my God, we don't have any power because look at their technology. It's way more powerful than ours. We have no choice but to comply. Now, why would they be doing this, you ask? Well, here's another part that a lot of you don't know. See, these alien overlords have actually always been here and they've been masquerading. This human vessel is just your avatar. It's literally kind of like the Avatar movie where the Na'vi people get infiltrated by the humans who create Na'vi avatars. They walk amongst you and now they are too tired to hide themselves because the age of Aquarius is here. And the age of Aquarius means you cannot hide. The truth will be revealed. This is technically what you call the revelation. What they're going to tell you is that, oh, so now you have to submit to these alien overlords, even though they've always been here. And this is where you get the Anunnaki lore of how the Anunnaki are our creator gods, which they are not. And there will be a new system on planet Earth in which you will obey one entity. If we were to use the Anunnaki as an example, I will tell you why the whole Anunnaki story of they created us is fake. Human beings were created in the image of the higher gods. The Anunnaki are what you call the fallen angels. And they tell you this fake story so that you give your power away to them. The truth is the Anunnaki have corrupted our DNA for eons now and will continue to corrupt our DNA. I will post a video on that tomorrow as to why they do it. But in truth, the origins of humanity is from an even higher rank than the Anunnaki, and they are jealous and they are envious of us, and they will do anything in their power to make you forget your godhood. This is all I can say about the origins of humanity. If you would like to learn more about the truth of the galactic origins of humanity, my book, Made in God's Image, talks about everything you need to know, because this is the second time I got banned off TikTok.
Knew it. I just knew it. We are living on a farm, an energy farm, and we are the livestock. Scientists want to use people as antennas to power 6G. Oh, you son of a bitch. If you don't know, humans are light beings. We are light slowed down. They're gonna be using something called Li-Fi. Not Wi-Fi, Li-Fi, which uses lights and sensors to broadcast its signal. And we're not just being used for antennas. 6G wireless technology could use humans as a power source. They are draining our energy. They are sucking our life. They are the true vampires. Using humans as part of the antenna system offers the most efficient way to harvest waste energy. In the process, humans could wear coiled copper. They're feeding off us, bruv. It's really happening. This is real.
The sacred scrolls of ancient civilization, from the mystic lands of Egypt to the high plateaus of the Andes, whispers echo of a profound connection between our DNA and the cosmos. In the temples of wisdom, our forebears recognized that within the spiraling helix of our genetic code lay the secrets to unlocking not just the mysteries of life, but the very keys to advanced technology and interdimensional travel. In their sacred ceremonies, they understood that the human body is a living antenna, attuned to the cosmic symphony, capable of receiving and transmitting information across dimensions. As we stand on the precipice of rediscovering this ancient knowledge, let us remember that our DNA is not merely a biological blueprint, but a cosmic transmitter. The ancients knew that by harmonizing their energies with the earth, aligning with the celestial rhythms and activating the latent potentials within, they could journey beyond the confines of time and space. In our modern era, as science catches up with spirituality, we witness glimpses of this ancient truth. In the realm of epigenetics, science is unraveling the secrets of how our thoughts, emotions, and experiences influence the expression of our genes. Our DNA is not a rigid script, but a dynamic response system, a double helix that mirrors the spiraling galaxies and the sacred geometry woven into the architecture of the universe. This helical dance is not merely a physical arrangement. It's a resonance with the cosmic harmony, an attunement to the vibrational essence of creation, responding to the celestial frequencies that ripple through the fabric of space and time. Now, consider the concept of junk DNA, a misnomer if ever there was one. This so-called junk is a treasure trove of potential waiting to be unlocked. Beyond the known coding regions, these mysterious segments are like cosmic portals, holding the untapped keys to advanced healing, expanded consciousness, and interdimensional travel. As we consciously elevate our vibrations through love and spiritual practice, we activate dormant potentials within our DNA, unleashing the latent powers encoded within. Moreover, quantum entanglement, that mystical dance of particles transcending space and time, suggests a quantum connection between every living being, a oneness encoded in our very essence. As we attune ourselves to this interconnected web, a bridge between the microcosm of our being and the vast macrocosm of the universe, we tap into the collective wisdom of the ages, accessing the universal knowledge that flows through the cosmic currents.
In the intricate tapestry of the universe, everything is energy, vibrating at various frequencies. The law of vibration asserts that these vibrations are not random, but rather follow a harmonious order. Each thought, emotion, and action we produce resonates with a particular frequency, including the vibrational energy around us. Consider the analogy of a symphony. Each instrument, though playing a different note, contributes to the overall harmony. Similarly, in the symphony of existence, our thoughts and emotions create vibrations that either align with the universal flow or disrupt the natural order. To harness the power of the law of vibration, it is imperative to cultivate self-awareness. Understand that your thoughts and emotions are not isolated events. Take a moment to reflect on the frequency you emit into the world around you. Are you resonating with positivity, love, and compassion, or are you entangled in the dissonance of negativity and fear? Furthermore, recognize the interconnectedness of all things. Your vibrations not only affect your personal reality, but also contribute to the collective energy of the universe. By consciously choosing higher vibrational states, you not only elevate your own existence, but also uplift the cosmic vibration, creating a ripple effect of positive change. Meditation and mindfulness are powerful tools to attune yourself to the subtle vibrations of the universe. The law of vibration is not a passive force. It responds to the intention and energy you invest. As you navigate the vast landscape of your consciousness, choose thoughts that resonate with the reality you wish to create. Embrace the transformative potential that lies within the subtle energies vibrating through your being. Numerous studies in quantum physics suggest that everything in the universe, at its most fundamental level, is composed of vibrating energy. Concepts like wave-particle duality and quantum entanglement hint at the interconnectedness and vibrational nature of all matter. Alright, so let's break down the concept of wave-particle duality in a way that's easy to understand. Wave-particle duality is a fundamental concept in quantum mechanics, describing the dual nature of particles at the quantum level. Particles such as electrons and photons exhibit both wave-like and particle-like characteristics, depending on how they are observed or measured. Imagine you're playing with a bouncy ball. Normally, you would think of the ball as a solid, tangible object. That's the particle part. You can throw it, bounce it, and catch it, and it behaves like a little thing you can hold in your hand. Now, let's imagine something different. Instead of a ball, think of a wavy ocean. The waves move up and down, and they spread out. Waves are more like a pattern or a movement. This is the wave part of the duality. Here comes the interesting part. In the world of tiny particles, like electrons or photons, which are particles of light, things get a bit weird. They don't always behave like the bouncy ball you can hold, nor do they act like simple waves. Instead, they sometimes act like both at the same time. That's the duality part. When scientists look closely at these tiny particles, sometimes they behave like they're in fixed positions, like little particles. Other times, they act like spreading waves, creating patterns. Now, imagine trying to catch a wave at the beach. You can't hold it in your hand because it's more like a movement than a physical thing. Similarly, when scientists try to observe these tiny particles closely, they discover that the act of measuring or observing them affects how they behave. It's like these particles decide what they are based on how we look at them.
Scientists had added jellyfish genes to a carpy fish, y'all. Look what happened. That shit glow in the dark now, yo. Look at that. And this is how you know, yo. They be doing shit, yo.
Well, y'all go to the seafood restaurant and it has some glowing fish on the menu. Y'all eating it? Be honest. Leave a comment.
How is that even possible, man? So just imagine, y'all know what I'm trying to say. You feel me? This is technically a new species of fish now, bro. Jelly carpy. Think about it like this, y'all. This is just a friendly scientist experiment, you feel me? For entertainment purposes only. TikTok. I'm not gonna hold y'all, man. Every video that I've seen thus far, 2024, since this shit started, has been a sci-fi movie, a film, a clip. When I see shit like that, that really made me think that like the X-Men and shit exists, like it's real. You feel me? You mean? Oh my God!
They done found an ocean below the earth now? Yeah, I thought that's what hell was at. Nah, that's crazy though. The only reference I known before this was that the Bible actually says that. I think like the first chapter of Genesis, it talks about there's a water below the earth and there's water above the earth. So man, you know, this Bible's coming to life. So hey, stay prayed up out there, man. In Jesus' name. Love you.
Scientists have discovered a gigantic ocean 700 kilometers beneath the Earth's surface. You understand what that means? That means they went down 430 miles in the ocean and found another ocean. That means this whole Agartha shit may just be real, because how you found an ocean inside the ocean? And they said on top of that, this new ocean they found, you can take all three of our oceans, Atlantic, Pacific, and fit it all in there. I'm still trying to figure out. So you go underneath the water, somehow you get to the bottom, and then the water ends and they find another ocean. That's what I'm trying to get is like, further, how did they even discover that? How do you go 430 miles down underneath the surface in the first place to then find another ocean? So that means the water stop at some point?
Just listen to her break this shit down.
Is it another ocean or is it just like where the water collected? I don't know.
Tell me you're not mind blown.
Under the Earth's surface. A massive one at that. Sounds staggering, right? Let me tell you all about it. The discovery has been made some 700 kilometers deep into the Earth. The ocean lies just above the lower mantle in something called the mantle transition zone. The water is present in a rock known as ringwoodite. And do you know how big this ocean is? about 3 times the volume of all the planet's oceans combined.
My bad. 3 times the size of all the oceans combined, son. And think about how much we've explored the ocean.
Now, how big is the planet really? If it's that big.
Today, 5%. And we have an ocean underneath the earth 3 times the size of all the oceans? Nah, son. I know nothing about this earth.
More on the wild popularity of the French bulldog and some calls to restrict their very existence.
Listen closely. Can you hear it? It's man tinkering with nature.
They have funny faces, but that's a problem.
The flat nose of the French bulldog was deliberately bred this way over the past 100 years.
So I don't know if y'all heard the news, but they are trying to ban us from having Frenchy bulldogs in the United States. Now, before we can talk about the French bulldogs, we have to look at its ancestors, the English bulldog. Now, your English bulldog will be your average sized dog, and the Frenchie will come a little later. These bulldogs will help the farmers out with the animals. And this would also be a popular sport in England called bull baiting. The people of England would then breed these English bulldogs with the local redders. I don't know if they meant to say rets or not. So your English bulldogs will mix in with a newer breed of animals, and they will have a decrease in growth hormones. And this will cause their physical body to be smaller. This here is a French bulldog named Mutt Mutt, and he was used in World War I to deliver cigarettes to the soldiers. And when I learned the true history about the Frenchies, I was sad because these dogs were used for labor in sports. This dog wasn't created by God, it was created by man. And as a result of the decrease in growth hormones, it will cause this dog to have so many health problems. In England, they have nicknamed the Frenchie the pig dog. And this is because the French bulldog airways would close up and it would cause him to squeal like a pig. And I just noticed the energy in these dogs. They always sad by moping around. They just seem so lost and soulless. Your average dog, he want to play all day. These would be some of your laziest dogs in the world. And I believe it's all because of genetic manipulation. So I'm with this protest. We need to ban the Frenchies. These experiments is getting out.
Construct of DNA and RNA is that of an antenna. Waveforms go through time and space, not just up and down, but in a spiral. That's DNA. DNA is a double spiral system that's the perfect antenna that can capture these waveforms that are stored in the water of the cell, for example, or coming in fresh from whatever it is that we're experiencing or being bombarded with. The World Health Organization is onto this, but we keep it hush-hush because the economic forces behind it don't want anybody to know that. But it's a big deal. So we need to protect ourselves from EMF pollution. Living too close to high-power electrical tension wires. We've known for over 40 years that raises the rate of leukemia and bloodborne, especially in children that have school systems that are perched right next to these high-power tension wires. You can't. It mutates and it causes the wrong expression of the cell, causes the cell to go rogue. The proteins inside the cell, they are single antenna extensions. And they also are twirls. They also spiral inside the cell. And at the end of the cell, they're very strongly negatively charged. And all these minerals I'm talking to you about, not all of them, but most of them, are positively charged. So this positive-negative attraction occurs, and this resonance, this vibration occurs that's very organized, and that causes the water inside the cell to become the perfect storage device. And that's what makes healthy cells look so clean under MRI, and cells were discovered to be containing chaotic water because they don't have these attributes and they have scattering information, and that information turns into wrong information to grow on forever and eat everything in its path. And that's why one of the reasons why we're so sick. In 1988, the U.S. Surgeon General stated that 67% of all disease is completely linked to our diet. That was in 1988. In 2004, this NIH research came out and said that approximately 90% of all from the air we breathe, the water we drink, and the food we eat. These things are not solvable with present-day technology. Toxic metals were going into our food supply at about the same rate that the good minerals are being taken out. And those metals cannot be recollected from the environment. Once they enter into the food chain, our present-day technology cannot take them back out. They stay in. They constantly are recycled. Now, if you make those toxic metals radioactive, you find that those radioactive particles, not only are they toxic because they're heavy metals, but they're toxic because they amplify all other toxicity by tenfold.